was in the beginning, like, I'm supposed to be this gangster that she's supposed to lean on. How I'm gonna tell her how I really feel? What if I tell her how I really feel and she leave?
I feel like if you don't live with that person before you're married, you're gonna learn so many things, and it may break your relationship. So you need to know everything.
I would be in prison if it wasn't for this woman.
Oh, I didn't know he was gonna go there.
And to the extreme.
Like straight up. I have very, very bad anger problems.
What's up, guys? It's your host, Niles. I'm here for another episode of Couples Unscripted. Ayana will be the host today. I'll be on the back of the board while we have Iva and Josh join us on the couch today. It's going to be an awesome conversation about young love, how it grow and mature into adult love, how children may play a part in those transformation, and how we identify each other in our relationship as we continue to grow. So join us on this episode of Couples Unscripted. Let's go.
Welcome to Couples Unscripted, Couples on the Couch. We have Iva and Josh here with us today. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are really excited. For me, I met Niles when I was 20. So what we really want to talk about is y'all's relationship when you met, because you met when you were young. I know you were 20 years old. It resonates with me because we've been together for 10 years. You guys for 12. But we want to dive into the story about how you guys met. So yes, you want to take the floor, Josh?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Me and my guys, we used to be bad. I'm just going ahead and tell you, offer it. We used to be bad. We used to have these things called movie nights at my house where we'll host 3 different women. We'll do a little thing, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy, too crazy, but something like strip poker, spin the bottle. What kids doing,
crazy.
You know, nothing too crazy. But I got tired of it real quick because I wanted something real, but I was one of the only guys in my group that wanted that for real, something real. But I had 2 guys that was in serious relationships, and it was like I was a chauffeur for them, third party all the time. It made no sense. Like, bro, I want my own now. So I'm spiritual, raised in the church, if I'm saying. I never really had intentions to be a bad guy, but heartbreak, you know what I mean? You feel like you can't trust nobody. It sent me down a path of doggery, if that's a word.
A new word.
So I got tired of it quickly, though. 19, 20. Me and the guys went to church. I encouraged my guys to go to church, if I'm saying, and because all of us came from really bad places. And me being raised in the church, I always knew that I'm supposed to bring the people that I love to church. So I brought them to church. We said a prayer. Everybody had different prayers. The pastor came up to us, and every one of my guys had different prayers. Mine was for a wife. And about a week or 2 later, literally, the week prior, I didn't want to have a movie night because I'm already in the mindset of tired of it. My best friend, one of my guys, God rest his soul, he brought up the idea of bring some girls over the crib. And we over the house chilling. And I'm like, all right, bro, I'll let it slide. He called 3 girls. 2 of the girls I knew when they came through the door. They knocked on the door, though, which is crazy to me. Like, a lot of people, when I was young, a lot of people would be like, don't go looking for your wife. She'll knock at your door. Right. But you know, old people talk. You know, right. Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? But every time I tried to look, it failed. I don't want to talk bad about women, but some of these women were terrible, to say the least. Right. But I stopped looking, stopped worried about it, tried to focus on my career, football, just, you know what I mean? Just let God find her. Knocked at the door. The first 2 women walk in. I knew them. I'm like, damn, it's about to be another.
Same shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She walked through the door. Nah, she ain't in no booty shorts. None of. She clean. Like natural hair.
Right.
Like no makeup on. I'm like, bro, how can you look this good? You know what I'm saying? And not have to do everything that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I fell in love with her off rip. But I played cool, right? Because if you want to get the girl, you got to play cool. You can't be thirsty. That's what I thought back in the day.
It's true.
So I stayed quiet, sat in my corner. The guys walked all of them in. You feel what I'm saying? Like I didn't even care they were coming in.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Just chilling in the corner.
Too good at it.
She caught my attention.
Right.
And me thinking in my head, she going to dance with my guys first.
Right.
Didn't happen. She just came straight to me. And you feel what I'm saying? We did our little thing. You feel what I'm saying? And remember, at this time, I'm an extremely bad man. So I try to pull my moves on her. You know what I'm saying? I try to pull my moves on her. I hit her with every line in the book. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we don't gotta.
Are you rolling the eyes? Like, are you with it? Or
because I clocked that. I told him, I said, you spitting game right now.
And I was like, and what always worked for me was
he's like, no.
I don't spit game. That's what always worked for me. Like, I don't know how to spit game.
Okay.
I'm just talking to you. And she's like, you spitting game. So she peeping everything. I'm like, God, how's she doing it? So usually I'm successful when I want to have sex. I'm usually successful. I wasn't successful for about a month. I'm like, bro, she different. So for some reason, during the middle of the night, she have to leave. I don't know why. I guess they were going to a party or something. I'm sitting cool, not trying to go chase her. Because in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna chase her and make her think I'm like fiending or nothing like that. But something in my head was telling me to go get her. Like, I couldn't just chill. You feel what I'm saying? So I got up and went to go chase her in socks. It's wet as hell outside. It's cold. It's wet. I'm from Miami. I ain't used to none of this. But I need her. So I got to go get that. So I run outside in socks. I ask her for a number. She says yes. They pull off. I don't know what they go do at this moment. But we go back in the house. I'm like, boy. Talking to my guy. I'm like, boy. I think I found the one,
that
bro.
Was it, you know?
Yeah. It was like, nah, bro, you tripping. I was like, nah, bro. I really think I found the one, bro. I'm about to cut every girl off of my phone.
And that was like...
And I showed them me cutting every girl off with my phone.
Oh yeah, it was that legit for you.
It was,
so, but what was your mindset at that time? Because he's in this like, she knocked on my door. This was God's calling. She's here. You know what I mean? And he's going, and then you're like, you know, fuck these men. He was trying to spit game. Like, where were you? Like, let's start from where you met him. And like, what was your perspective?
Like my point of view.
Yeah, your point of view.
I mean, yeah, most of it was, we were kind of feeling the same thing, which I didn't know
when
at the
you
time.
walked in, you saw him and you were
yes,
like, wait.
because he was, I didn't even know he was there. I didn't know this was his house, whatever. And because I already knew the guy that opened the door. So I'm just walking in, and then I go down the hallway and I go in the living room and he's like right there. He didn't even look at me when I came in. So that made me want him more. And I didn't tell my girls. I didn't tell them like that's mine. But like I just showed it with my actions. Like I danced with him more than everybody. I think I don't even know if I danced with everybody else. I was just like,
you were
like my vision was like right here. This is mine.
Yeah.
So we definitely the connection was just, it was so magnetic, and I had never felt that before.
Yeah, that I can relate to that because me and him had a really magnetic. It's kind of weird and it's kind of hard to explain. So for people, and I've talked to a lot of people who they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to be with him or be with her, and like I'm like, they just don't have that magnetic energy.
Right.
Yes.
Like explain kind of what that feeling is to people that are like, well, I want to feel what this magnetic energy feels like. Well, what does that feel like when you see somebody and y'all lock in?
You're right. It's so hard to explain, but I say the best term is probably tunnel vision. It's like nobody else is there and your feelings are heightened towards that person only. There could be all these people here, but it's just like,
it's just you and them.
It's like this light coming down on this one person. So I had never, and it's something that you probably never experienced before. So you would know like, hey, this is different.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to it though. Like
you
some
do
people
have to
might
listen
fight
to
it
That's
and
important.
miss out. Yeah. And I was not fighting it. I was just falling in.
And that's when I go back because when my best friend said, well, why are you committing so young? And like, why do you want to do this now? It's like, something feels right.
Yes.
And it feels like I need to go and lean into this relationship because some people will just be like, oh, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And then they'll just, but you're missing your turn. You're missing your blessing.
Right.
This is what you should be focusing in on right now. And
Exactly.
then you took that lead and you as well.
Yes.
So sometimes you just gotta go with it.
Facts.
And the crazy thing for me on my end is that I had ordered this book. I forgot the name of it, but it was all about it's some relationship book. I had never read a relationship book in my life, but for whatever reason, I was like really like yearning for someone to love me. Like I was talking to different guys one at a time, but trying to find that person, and they just weren't it. So I ordered this book, and then I went home because we were on like Thanksgiving break or something, and that's when I met him. But it's just like the timing.
Yeah, the timing
also,
of
the
it
timing
all.
is always so perfect. It's like when you're like, oh,
unexpected.
yeah, and you're about to be like I'm done with love.
Oh, that was me. I'm
Yeah.
done. And then like he walks in, and you're like, I'm not done.
Yes, exactly.
This is it. You
Yes.
know, this is it. This is where I want to take it.
So don't give up.
Facts.
So how long into you guys meeting did you guys date? Or did you guys call it official?
It was 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
probably,
So we met at the end of November. It was like November like 30th or something. And then December 15th, we made it official.
Facts.
Well, he made it official for me because he asked me.
I wasn't doing the waiting game. It's time to not play. We got to keep it pushing. I mean, I done did the playing a long time. So she the one. Why we gonna be playing around saying we talking and all that?
Right.
No.
Because I've seen a lot of men that don't commit and say, this is my girl. I love her. I want to be with her, even though you only knew her for 2 weeks.
Yes.
What is that next step? Like, what can you get men to understand or realize that, like, when you find a girl and you find a woman that you want to be with, you take that step? Because I've seen a lot of, we just doing this and, take it slow. And I think it's also fear of commitment.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Fear of commitment. Because this girl game is like, I'm very, very spiritual.
Right.
Everything I do, I try to please God in it. So when you go to sleep at night and you pray, do your normal routine, you know what I mean? How is a person that you just met 2 weeks ago in your routine of prayer?
Right.
And it's not purposely, you know what I mean? You talking to this person from sun up to sundown. You talking to this person more than your homeboys.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, everything
was
bros before hoes. You know, that's what guys say. Oh, I'm with the guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, bro.
Right.
I don't want to be with the guys today. I want to snuggle, cuddle, watch movies, Netflix. So that means this girl is appeasing to a side of me that my guys cannot. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of playing?
Right.
I feel like there are some guys in this world, I ain't trying to like judge no dude, you feel what I'm saying? Because every dude got his own experiences, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of the reasons could be from his childhood trauma.
Exactly.
I turned my trauma, though, into what I didn't want. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't want to cheat on my girl.
Right.
I didn't want to have her crashing out while I'm out having fun. Don't want to be the guy in the song, Jodeci, singing about how much I want my girl back.
Exactly.
So instead of doing all of that, just play the role. It's really not hard. You know what I'm saying? If you as a man expect your girl to sacrifice, wash dishes and cook for you, bro, you got to sacrifice for her. Stop liking old girl picture on IG. It ain't hard. You feel me? That was an example.
Of course.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Don't entertain females, because if she entertain a nigga, how you gonna feel?
Right.
A lot of these dudes like the double standard thing. Oh, I can go lay with her. It's just whoop whoop. It's just whoop whoop. But bro, if you love her like she says she love you, and she go lay with a nigga, what is gonna do to you? I ain't gonna ever let a female feel like she can step to me on my old lady. Never. Yeah. It would never be a female to walk up to my old lady and be like, oh yeah, I had that nigga. Yeah. She got boss status on that. She could step on anybody I ever talked to, because none of them ever achieved what she did. You can lift your hand real quick. Yeah.
So I do want to go to family, because I know you were talking about you committed young, because was it something you saw within your own household that wasn't something that you wanted to continue on with?
Yes.
And you wanted to change that. And that's important too. Like what you see is what you want to, some people want to emulate, or some people don't want to emulate.
Right.
So for you, Iva, like how was your upbringing with your household? Did you see the marriage that you wanted, or did you want to do something different?
Yeah, I came from a 2-parent household. They're still together. They've been married over 25. Well, let's see, I'm 31, so they've been married 29 years. So that was all that
You
I
wanted to
knew.
emulate
Like
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then when I met him, completely different situation. And so, but what I did that I think a lot of women don't do is understand why he may do things the way he does or thinks the way he does because of his upbringing. And I kind of wanted to nourish that to make our situation better and not make it that, because I know what a healthy 2-parent household is. And that's something that he wanted, though. He knew that's what he wanted to work towards. So we could work with that. Like, I can work with whatever trauma you had, because that's not you now and you had no control over that. And I understand that. So.
Right. Yeah. So you guys really, you had you saw a foundation that worked and you're like, wait, he's committed. You're ready to go. So then you guys just made your own values. You created your own family.
Exactly.
Talk about the first 5 years of your relationship and some of the struggles that you guys had faced. I know were you in a serious relationship before her? Okay, so then there was probably some learning curve there. Yeah. So talk about the first 5 years and something that was like that you guys learned from in your relationship.
You want to go first?
The first year or two.
You can say the first. Yep.
Yeah, the first year or two we argued every single day. And again, we were in college, so course, I had college roommates who I'm still friends with now. They can attest to this. Every day they saw us arguing. I don't even remember what it was over. It was nothing serious because again, we didn't have any infidelity, we didn't have any abuse, none of the serious things. So who knows what it was about. But I always told people, I'm like, after we got through that hump and people asked me for advice, I'm like, and they're like, how did y'all get through that? Like, you just know that y'all are two different people from two different worlds that are trying to come together and make one world. So of course there's going to be humps and bumps. Like if there's not, then somebody's lying. Somebody's not being themselves. Facts. Because it's not, there's no way to be smooth and y'all are two strangers coming together.
That's facts.
So that, I think, was our. But after we got through those kinks, like I think it was well before year 5.
She reacts and how he reacts.
It was well before year 5. Like we never argued at all, ever. We were like communication masters. Now.
Facts.
That's good.
To go back to what we were saying earlier about the submitting and you expecting her to do that. That was the process of that first 5 years. Mm-hmm. Me understanding that she don't like the toilet paper facing up, she like it down. So if I respect my old lady and I want this thing to work, put the damn toilet paper down.
Right, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
just those adjustments.
Yeah, it's like it's not gonna harm me to put the damn toilet paper down.
When did you guys start living together?
So
y'all was together for 2 weeks, and then you said day 30.
It was something way quick like that.
I couldn't take her being in Statesboro while I'm in damn McDonough, Georgia. I couldn't take it, bro. I was literally
it's like 3 hours away.
Every weekend driving 3 hours to go see her. I couldn't take it. Like
every weekend, yeah.
I was like, bro, look, another reason for that, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I have very bad trust issues. Okay. Extremely bad. I got a best friend like me, and he was like, bro, I couldn't have my wife at Georgia Southern. What the hell you talking about, bro? You can't have your wife. Bro, it's a college, it's a party school.
Right.
All right. Mommy, I'm using a car this weekend, you know what I mean? I got to drive up to Georgia Southern. But when I would talk to her friends, she's depressed when you're not here. She locked up in the room. So I was like, Mom, I'm going to college. Didn't go to college, but went to college. She snuck me in her dorm room. I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Ford. But it started from her sophomore year, second semester. Mm-hmm. Since then, been living with each other since then.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So basically from the beginning, yeah.
I want to talk about any experiences. Like some people say, oh, you meet them so young, you miss out on experiences. I want to talk about some experiences that you guys, maybe you didn't miss anything. You didn't, to hell with those experiences. I had who I loved. Or were there some experiences that you feel you didn't get to experience because you guys were together? And that could be anything.
You?
Yeah, no, I feel like especially people who knew us then, people who know us now, I wouldn't say we're a wild couple, but we kind of are. Like, we're the party couple, we're the socializing couple. Like, we do everything together. We go everywhere together. So when we're at parties, we both,
So you guys share that experience.
Yeah,
and it wasn't, like, you can't go to that party and then I want to be at home and you should be at home with me. You're like, okay, well, let's go out together.
Right.
Exactly.
And then you had those experiences together.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's important for people to know. Like, y'all can do it together instead of saying, oh, no, I want you in the house or whatever. Like, you guys have to have your own, experiences and time together.
Right. That's real. That's real. Well, for me, I don't feel like I missed nothing.
Yeah.
I grew up really fast, you know what I mean? And being with her, she's giving me my childhood back, if that makes sense. I had a childhood, but we came from a really rough environment. So what I thought was normal wasn't normal. And she revealed that to me. So when I mean like giving me my childhood again, more of an innocence, I don't got to be on guard. So I wouldn't say I missed anything. For real. It's nothing I would trade this in for to go do. Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
That's love.
Facts.
Because when we met you guys on the Zoom call, I said, oh, something's different with this. Y'all have a lot of chemistry.
Yes.
And you guys have a lot of love, but you don't need to say, you aren't even in the same room.
Right.
And I could feel the energy and the love.
Right.
So I do want to kind of pivot to y'all's sexual compatibility when you guys got together. I think sex is really important, even for us. We had a very strong connection and energy, but we had to get there sexually because you have to understand what I like. I have to understand what you like. So what was that like for you guys off rip? Was it just amazing, or did you guys have to build, to the sexual energy and the intimacy that you guys shared?
Well, for me,
I mean, for you, you're like,
she was
amazing.
always.
I mean, it's always gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I never. Like, I did things with her that I would never do with another woman type stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt comfortable too.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So most likely let her take the lead, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, some people have to build on a chemistry.
Yeah.
Because it's that the balance ain't balancing.
Right.
But for y'all, it was.
Facts.
Yeah, so I made him wait for, I think it was a month. He said it like it was like 6 months.
I say 6.
He never had to wait before.
Ever.
So it was the same with him. I said, no, honey.
Felt like 6
and that's
months.
not
how we get down over here.
Yeah.
It felt like 6 months. It felt like.
But after that, when we did finally do that part, no, I feel like it was like, I feel like we were like bunnies at probably like the first that year or two when we were arguing every day. We also were like bunnies,
Right?
so yeah, immediately good to go.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So y'all had the chemistry early on.
Yes.
But we were also, but
you're young.
Yeah, like I feel
What's
like
the
any
age
young
difference
person
again between you guys?
I'm like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay.
Well, you're 33. I'm 31.
Okay.
You're 2.
Yeah, 2 years. I want to talk about you guys bringing in your baby girl. It's your journey to motherhood and how that was, and then just how it is being parents in general, and then the change to the relationship.
It's so new still because she'll be 1 on the 20th. So it's still so new figuring it out. I will say, we have our days where we're still a little like heightened emotion because like I'm overstimulated from, I'm a breastfeeding mom. So like I got this baby on me all the time. And the dynamic is definitely different because again, me and him, we do everything. Right. I say everything but use the bathroom. We do it together.
Right.
So now I'm like always with this new little human that we made.
Yeah.
So I do miss him because I mean I work from home, so we're home together a lot, when he comes home from work, but it's still just like, I don't know. I love my baby. I love my baby. I love my man.
But you love your man. You love your man. And how is it for you too?
I love being a parent.
Yeah.
I want to see. I didn't really have a dad. Never knew what he looked like. Like I don't even have a picture of him. So for me, when I have my jit, she gon' know what I look like. I'm gonna always be there. So it's something for me that I've been longing for since I was a jit, because I kind of used it as a revenge thing on my dad. Like, nigga, you ain't see me do nothing. Whatever I have, gonna see me do everything. I'm gonna see them do whatever. So I love it. And it made me love her, which I thought was impossible, 3 times more. What she went through in that hospital. That alone, I don't want to put her through that again. But she loves me, so she want to give me a son. It was the most traumatic experience for me. And I thought I was going to lose my wife. I don't ever want to put her through nothing remotely close to that again. You feel what I'm saying? But she made me a father. You feel what I'm saying? So it can't be another woman on this planet to replace her, like, ever.
Yeah.
Like, so her making me a father made me love her 30 times more than making me a husband. Yeah. Now I feel complete. I have everything I need. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know it's going to take time because I've seen parents in the newborn trenches struggling to keep together. A lot of divorces happen then. But I feel like our foundation right now is God. Mm-hmm. Every time this situation, we feel like we're weak or, like she said, overwhelmed, we can always go lean on him. And he always give us understanding on why we're going through the situation or give us a sign that we're doing the right thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about God, so we can kind of pivot towards that direction. But talk about your faith. Me and Niles are very spiritual. We're not specifically religious, but talk to me about y'all's faith and how, like, God has strengthened y'all's relationship, and what role does it play in your relationship?
Well, he kind of brought me, like, I knew who God was, and like, but I didn't grow up in a household where we were going to church regularly. I think we were more like, okay, we're going on the holidays, so I don't feel like I had like a direct line to God per se. So after meeting him, especially after I graduated college, I ended up moving in with him in his mom's house, and she is even more so, strong with God. So being there with that type of household strengthened my relationship and made me understand why it was even more important to have a man that is so strong in God, because he's the leader of the house. So I'm really grateful for that's a whole nother reason why I met this man, to bring me closer to God. So
for me, all I knew was God. My mom had a really rough life, extremely rough, and I'm the last of 5 kids, and me and my older brothers, I would say the twin older brothers above me, had it easier than the first 2, and my mom. All of them first generation immigrants, having to survive out here. And my mom did everything by herself. I had a stepdad for a little second, but it was really my OG. She held everything down, all 5 of us by herself. I got one daughter now, and I don't understand.
I be telling her all the time.
I don't understand how she did it. But my mom, one thing she did, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if y'all saw the Instagram skits of Caribbean mothers screaming and putting oil on your head. True. It's a real thing. We grew up in Miami, North Miami.
Yep.
We were around some really, really bad people. I don't understand how none of us didn't go that route. But thinking about it as an adult, having a praying mom is the reason why we didn't go that route. All of my siblings are alive. None of them are in jail. Everybody good.
Shout out to Mama Dukes.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the only reason that was plausible is because she gave everything to God for us. She prayed for us every single night. So me watching her get the miracles that she got, I decided to walk that route. Pray every night. Now I'm in this new thing of making God proud of me every day. She gave me a testimony about every day is Judgment Day. So how is God going to feel about you today? So that's what I'm on the path of doing right now. And ever since I've been doing it, nothing but blessings have been hitting me. I had a dream to be a head coach. I'm in the women's football world. I know a lot of people don't really think that's serious, but it is. It is. It's a big thing. I went from a DB coach, which was a defensive back coach, coaching corners, to in 2 to 3 years being the head coach of a team.
There you
Two
go.
teams. I
Two
don't know.
teams.
Right.
One in Georgia and an international coach. I'm going to Germany this year
Mm-hmm.
to coach international.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's all God.
Yeah.
Anything that happens like that in my life, I can't explain how. I'm a black man with dreads in the United States as a head coach of an international team going to go play a national team in Germany with golds in my mouth.
And I want to piggyback off of what you said about being a praying mother, being around his mom so much, and now me being a mom. I'm like, I'm trying to get to that praying warrior status.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do
warrior
my
status
best
too,
because
yeah.
I see like what it has done for his family. Like when I say the things they've been through, it's only God protected them, and I want that for my child now and our future children and my husband. So, like, yeah, I'm trying to be that praying warrior. That's my goal right now.
And she is. Like, I slip. Even though I have a praying mother, I slip. Some days I wake up, I don't pray. Nights I go to sleep, I don't pray. I feel like I take God for advantage sometimes.
She praying for your family,
And
Adam, and she praying for you too.
And that's why I thank God for her.
Yeah.
Like that's why you know that's your partner for real. Like my mom prayed for her husband. My sister prayed for her husband. I saw my brother's wife pray for him.
And there you go.
And now my wife is praying for me. I feel like when I go to work every day, her prayers is what protect me.
Right.
She forced me to read the Bible every morning now. We together on the phone. We read the scripture. Our goal is to get through the whole Bible. Mm-hmm. We're reading it together. So, yeah, bro, she perfect. I don't know what else to... you know what I mean?
So you said she was perfect.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
But what touched me was you said you missed him through like having a kid, having your baby girl. And we don't have any kids yet. And I'm like, oh, it touched me because I'm like, I feel like I'm going to miss Niles too. So I just kind of want to go back onto you guys' relationship and just talk about like what it is like to be married. And a lot of people really don't understand what it takes. Like you guys have such a good symbiosis. Like you guys have such a good energy together. But a lot of people have to work really hard to have what you guys have. So what does it take in order to be in this marriage? Like, what could you tell people? Like, this is what it takes to be in this together.
Well, to go back to what she was saying a little earlier, that first 2-year mark is what made everything easy. Everything was just uphill from there. Like, I didn't have to learn her no more. I didn't have to see. For a lot of people, I guess it's kind of different than us. They move in a little later down the line, and they got to figure out the toilet paper don't go upside down.
For a long time.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? So I guess for that first 2 to 5 year period, we knocked all of that out. I could say to this day, I don't remember us having an argument to this day.
Yeah, getting the kinks out early. I know there's a lot of debates about should you move in before you're married or not.
Right.
And when you go on that spiritual tip, you know, and if you don't want to have sex before marriage, obviously very hard to do if you're living together.
Right.
But you will learn so much. I feel like if you don't live with that person before you're married, you're going to learn so many things, and it may break your relationship. So you need to know everything.
Yeah. My friend asked me, well, should I move in with him before we get married? Absolutely. Yes. What do you mean?
Yes.
You're going to test drive the car before you buy it.
Yes.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yes.
So it's like, of course, like there are two different people coming together. Why wouldn't I live with you?
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Right.
Because I feel like sometimes when you drop those traditions, those traditional values, just you can, whatever the blueprint is for your marriage and your relationship is whatever you make it.
Right.
It doesn't have to be by structure.
Right.
And I think people sometimes get caught up in the steps, right? Oh, we got together, now we have to get engaged, now we have to get married.
Right.
Well, whatever is working for you guys, and then you start to build off of that.
Right.
When did you ask her to marry you?
I would say
2016.
Yeah. 2016.
Because that's when it was right before I graduated with my bachelor's. That's why I always remember the year. It makes it easier to remember.
Yes,
did you pick out the ring, or did she pick out how did that work?
So it's a story about. It's
I love it.
Right. So I was living with my mom at the time.
Okay.
And she had a tenant in the house, running the room. She was going through a divorce, like really going. I'm talking about I never seen somebody down so much wine and smoke cigarettes in my life. How much this lady was going through it. Like she was going, like a movie scene. But you don't think it's real until you actually seeing it.
Right.
And I was in the backyard. I think I was smoking weed at the time. And I was just having a conversation with her, telling her, you know, God got you. You're going to be okay. You know what I mean? It's not the end all be all, right? Situation. And expressing my love for her at the same time. And she had that ring on her finger. And she said, you really do love her. I was like, yeah, I do. Like, I'm not playing around. She was like, if you propose to her, I'll give you this ring for free. Why are you just talking? You know what I mean? Like, why are you just talking like that? No, she's serious. She said, if you propose right now, I'll give you this ring. I'm like, I bet. I look terrible. I think I was wearing a tank top.
Yes, he had on a wife beater.
A tank top,
Hair
a
wasn't
wife
done.
beater. Half of my hair was out. It was ridiculous. Shorts, ashy knees, all type of stuff. But I was like,
But you was like, fuck it.
right. So she upstairs, I don't know what she's doing at the time, watching TV or something.
Yeah.
That's what Kelsey.
Yeah. And I called her. She didn't know what was going on. The lady taking her ring off her finger while I'm calling her.
What the hell?
Yes. And she gave me the ring. And while Ava came outside, I expressed my love for her and how if I had the money, this would have been done quicker. You know what I mean? And this had to be God giving me the opportunity to go ahead and do it now.
Right.
And I got on my knee and proposed to her. And since that day, she didn't take the ring off.
Damn. I love that.
Yeah, because one of my college roommates, I think he was in talks with her about like, I want to get her a ring, but like he ain't had no money for no ring, you know?
Yeah.
So that was just an insane story. I mean, and it's not just a ring; it's the whole set. I have both.
Yeah.
The I don't know.
It was
what
the
they call
whole
it.
thing.
Yes.
The whole
Wow.
wedding set.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the band?
Yes.
Yes, the
Wow.
band and the ring. Yeah.
I ain't had no money for no ring like that.
Yeah.
And she was literally, it's like God literally made the ring for her.
Yeah, I mean, it fit. Like,
That's what I
made
was
the
gonna say,
tenant,
it fit.
right.
Ring gonna fit
Made
my
the
finger.
That's what I
tenant.
was saying. It fit.
The thing that stuck out
Yes.
to me the most was she was going so hard about Offset buying Cardi B a teardrop ring. So hard. Like, oh my God, this teardrop ring. I'm like, what is a teardrop ring? You know what I mean? And when the lady showed me the kind
And
of
that
ring,
was the teardrop
yes.
ring? Oh, shit.
Yes. And it fits her.
That's
So
wild.
like, bro,
Wild.
I'm like, this gotta
What
be
was
God.
your reaction to that? Like,
I mean,
You're like, what the
he's
hell's
not really
going on?
good at surprises. So I kind of had an idea that he wanted to propose, but I knew he had no money for no ring, so I didn't know when it was gonna come. But then for it to come when we're just hanging out at
Yeah,
his mom's
it
house
was
like
such
we
a shock.
always do, like, where did you get this from? Like, and then the other crazy thing is that like the ring that he has, I was working. I had a whole bachelor's degree, but my first job after college was at the mall working at the children's place. I was making like $10 or something. I don't know, $7. No, I was making $7.40 an hour, and there was a jewelry store like 2 stores down. So I was actually like on a payment plan with my little $7.40 checks from the mall to pay for his ring after that. And his ring, I
it's
mean,
a fraction
like,
of the cost.
yeah, but it's also like I'm making $7.40 an hour, and
still.
I'm still able to afford his ring. He got my ring for free. I'm like, God made our marriage
Right.
so easy.
That's
Right.
nice.
We went to the courthouse to get married. It was only $75 to get married.
Right.
Like everything just fell into place. This is at a time where I'm telling you, we had no money, and God made everything so easy for us to be a union before Him. So.
Facts.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Y'all got stories on stories.
Yeah.
And I can tell that you are patient. Like when I'm talking to you and when you guys are interacting, I can tell that, is she patient?
Yes.
I can get a patient. But yeah, like you're patient and you'll take the time to listen
Yes.
and kind of understand him. And I think that that's
Mhm.
really important in a relationship. Is
Yes.
just like patience, listening,
Mhm.
letting them talk, and then you talk after them. Like I kind of just am getting that from you guys, that there's a good balance.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I don't know how it is with you. Who's more talkative?
Me.
And when they say
Am I more talkative than I'm more talkative than him, but you're more talkative.
Yeah.
When they say opposites attract, like I'm so like you cannot have two people that are the same. They're gonna drive each other up the wall. So opposites, I'm so for that.
What are some things that you guys do, like balance each other out well? Like something that you do and then she picks up the pieces, and something that you do and he picks up the pieces.
I would be in prison if it wasn't for this woman.
Oh, I didn't know he was gonna go there.
And to the extreme.
Yeah, like
she
straight
is.
up. I have
the
very,
end all be all.
very bad anger problems. It's because of how I grew up. She already knew it was because of how I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, when you said you have a lot of patience, that's the first thing that popped in my head.
I get that from her.
Yes, that's the first thing. She really, she changed me for the better.
Yeah.
For the better. Not to get angry at everything, because everything don't
That's
deserve
what I'm saying,
anger.
Even if you were with somebody who was impatient with the upbringing that you had, you need somebody that's more patient, that's going to listen to you and be more nurturing. And some people will continue to feed into like, oh no, I maybe should be with them, and it's toxic. Because you shouldn't be with that person. You should be with somebody the opposite, you know? So that's beautiful to see.
And I think my biggest issue was being selfish, because like because I did grow up in this 2-parent household and they both work, they both have college degrees, like, you know, so I always had my own stuff. I have 2 other siblings that lived with me. I have an older half sibling, and I mean, I didn't have to share. I had everything I wanted, everything I needed, and so I just became selfish just from that. And he had to tell me, I didn't even know I was selfish, but he had to tell me like, yeah, that's not okay. So it took me a long time to get out of that. So his biggest thing was anger. My biggest thing was selfishness. And we worked together to get out of those bad habits. Yeah.
Kind of explain how you would work together. Like you talked about being selfish. Like what is an example of kind of like you being selfish in a moment where he brought you to humbleness? Like
everything is on my time. It's my world. I'm the princess. Like I was out. Like and he had to literally say, "This is not your world." And I said, "Yes, it is." So,
I can relate.
Yeah. So like, if you're not on my time, I will. Like, if let's say you're riding with me and you're not, I say I'm coming at this time. I'm leaving you. Or that sounds so bad.
And so what would you like say to her? How like what were some things that you would say like, wait, hold on, this is catching me off guard?
You gotta be understanding, babe. You gotta put yourself in their shoes. Everybody not gonna move like you. Everybody not established like you are. So if you dealing with other people, you gotta understand they come with circumstances. You gotta chill sometimes. You know what I mean? It can't be you move, the world move.
Yeah.
You move and you got to get that person the opportunity to move with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's listen, a lot of people need to know patience.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because I feel like patience causes de-escalation in arguments.
Right.
And if you don't have patience and you boom react, you didn't even get a chance to hear what they going to say.
That's
and
right.
we already reacting is heightened and it leads to arguments.
That's real.
How do you guys handle disagreements? I mean, she perfect, so I don't even know if we need to go into this. But
he was the one starting.
How do you de-escalate, you know, something that you feel like is going to get there and you're like, well, wait, let me kind of get more grounded. Like, do you guys, you know, have that chance to ground yourself and think about this is going to escalate? How do I de-escalate an argument?
I think she's a queen in her feminism and her softness. And I think that's what makes me not want to continue. We had a talk for real.
I
and
love that.
She was like, if you mad, you walk away. I ain't never really heard that before. I don't have to snap to defend myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to go crazy. Just walk away, bro. We talk. Just walk away and come back. So when I was younger, I used to walk away because I didn't know what to say. I wasn't intelligent enough to express how I felt without screaming. So I walked away and got calm. Maybe hit a black or smoke a blunt, come back and then have the conversation with her. But now being an adult, I realized she gonna accept whatever I say. Like, she not gonna judge me for it or make me feel like I gotta snap to get my point across. I could say it in a soft tone voice. She'll accept it, listen to it, you feel what I'm saying? And you know how to be like, women don't ever say they're wrong? It's a lie.
That's a lie.
It's a
Yeah.
lie. And
Immature women.
Yeah,
Well,
if
you
you-
have
need
to
say.
as a
Facts.
human. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
if you have to admit that you're wrong because motherfucker, you wrong.
Facts.
You know, if you say
Nobody's
something,
perfect.
you can say like, actually, you know, that shit wasn't cool.
Right.
Mhm.
And you have a mature woman. You have a woman who's
Yes.
able to admit their wrongdoings and move forward.
Yes.
That's what it's
Exactly.
about.
Yes, and made me love her more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It made me want to say when I'm wrong, and then if I'm wrong in an argument, because my anger problem is so bad, like it'll go over my head without me thinking about it while we discussing what we discussing. But I come back and apologize. I think about it, be like, bro, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? Like, why did you just do all of that for her telling you to put your laundry?
That's all just nothing big.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, chill. You
But
know
in
what
the
I mean? Like, for real,
beginning-
chill.
In the beginning, like, that kind of goes back to one of your previous questions, that our communication styles were completely different because of our upbringing. So I'm used to, like, head first, like, we're going to talk about this right now. And then he needs to cool off first. And I'm like, why can't we just talk about it? We're adults.
We done went through that. You know, we done went through that. I'm like, well, what you gonna say? You know, like, what's up? And he's like, well, I need to cool down first.
Yeah. So I started figuring out, like, okay, he needs to cool off. So I'm going to start letting him do that. But eventually, he didn't need to do that anymore, like what he was saying, because our communication styles kind of just, like, joined together after a certain point.
And I think just what I have learned from talking to couples, doing couples on the street, is like communication is like number one.
Right.
And when people don't communicate, I'm like, y'all communicate.
Facts.
I'm telling you. And it's difficult. Like, it's not easy to say exactly how you're feeling.
Right.
Sometimes you have to articulate the words, and sometimes you are afraid to say what you're feeling. A lot of
Right.
people are afraid of, well, how they're going to react. You just got to say what it is. If they
Facts.
love you,
Yes.
then they're going to accept what you have to say, and then you
Exactly.
guys are going to grow and move forward.
That's real.
But the fear of saying what you, nah, it can't
That's
be.
just going to make things worse, honestly.
It is.
And I feel like that's what it was in the beginning. Like, I'm supposed to be this gangster that she's supposed to lean on. How I'm gonna tell her how I really feel. What if I tell her how I really feel and she leave? So when you get to, you know what I mean, express, like you said, express how you feel without hiding what you really want to say, and they accept you anyways. I can't understand how you can love a person more than that. It's like your mom. You feel what I'm saying? Or your parent, you break down to them, they love you through everything. You feel what I'm saying? So, and in this world, the person that you're talking to not obligated to love you like that in the world's view.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you're not family, you're not obligated to love somebody like that. But when a person put their ego and pride to the side to love you like that, well, you got to sacrifice everything for that person.
Yeah, you do.
For real.
There's definitely such a thing, I think, as unconditional love outside of family.
Yes.
So we talked about family, and I know you're close to your mom, obviously. But family's important to you.
Yes.
Right? So you guys are creating your own family.
Mhm.
Just give some advice for people who are married, who have children, or who just have a newborn or have a baby, and what they should continue to do to feed into their relationship to make sure that they're still one. I think that's important when it comes to family and children. It's like, you guys are one, you guys start, and then the kids come.
Yeah.
For me, I hate to keep bringing this up, but I live my life by the Bible. And the Bible says when you depart from your parents, you become one with your wife. And your wife come before your kids. Then it's a big problem in a lot of people's relationships. They put their kid before their significant other. I love my daughter more than I can imagine. But she will leave me at some point. She will find a husband in the name of Jesus. She will be led by another man. I will give her hand in marriage to another man. My wife ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all too.
So to keep that bond for me is the most important. I don't want us to ever fall out of love in this journey of raising this young lady, because like she experienced, she wanted marriage because her parents stayed married. Mm-hmm. So if my daughter can see me and her stay married and in love, not forcing a marriage, but actually in love, she'll find a man to make her married, and that'll be her standard of being an adult. You know what I mean?
And that'll just continue the
Yes.
generations of like you knowing what a healthy relationship is, knowing how to be committed.
And it's kind of hard to speak to what do we do to stay. I think because we waited so long to have a child. So I know a lot of people, they get married and they're already pregnant, or they get married and they have a child in the first year. Not judging them, but I had an English teacher in 12th grade. She said, when you get married, y'all have a few years to yourself to do what you want to do as a couple before you have kids. I took that to heart. I mean, I took it to super heart because we waited, we were married probably 7 years or whatever before we had a kid, but we did a lot of traveling and all the partying and whatnot before we had one. So it was kind of easy now. Not easy when you have a kid, but easier. So when she came, that maybe not necessarily put our relationship on the back burner, but like we used to do date nights regularly. We don't do date nights regularly anymore. We don't have the time, but we do still have outings, whether it's for his football team or whatever, without her, because she's at her grandma's house right now. So we still do take the time to just be with us too, to do whatever it is we need to do, but also taking the time in your marriage at first, when y'all first get married, just y'all two. Like, if you want to immediately have kids, that's on you, but my recommendation is to have that time with your spouse without the kids for a few years first. It's very important. I think that's our foundation and why we're so strong now.
I agree, because that's what we're doing. So it's like we've been together for 10 years, with no kid inside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that the bond that you create, because you guys are creating a being. Right. So you guys have to be strong in your foundation. Right. Yes. And then you guys can build on that. So, but we appreciate Iva and Josh coming to the couch. We're going to see y'all again, I'm sure.
Yes, please. Thank you for having us.
Sure.
Please.
Josh and Niall's going to have a little segment, so I'm sure y'all going to be back in.
Already.
We locked in.
Yes, we are.
But we appreciate you guys for tuning in to Couples Unscripted, Couples on the Couch. We will see you on the next episode.
Something that you said, every single night I get to go to sleep next to her. Mm-hmm. When I was single,
or soon random. That's nice. Actually,
you feel me?
I
don't trust no. The trust thing is so big for me. I feel like, girl, I'm gonna call somebody while I'm asleep.
Yeah, don't be.
I'm not. You can't sleep in this crib.